going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Now, with the Dryad and the new hotness here, it is about time I had myself a little Frosty Slime experiment. Not sure how this is going to work, but as you see, I'm on Griblok's Horde here, Nightmare 4, and that's a good tester map, obviously. I'm going to be bringing along Leafy 3, who is my tree/wall Dryad only. Take a quick peek at her gear. Basically, it's all defense health. That's all I upped. That's all I did. Defense health all the way around. Then we got, we're going to bring along some Mystic Walls. Same thing there. All defense health all day. Everybody knows how beast the Mystic Walls can be. And then we're going to bring along the original, the #1, Leafy the Builder. Now, old Leafy here still needs quite a few upgrades, but we're heavy defense crit. We're all defense power, defense crit, and it's kind of a mixed set of gear, but what I was really actually going for was Hornet's passives all the way through until I realized the Hornet's crit damage isn't scaling. Now, the Slime's crit damage isn't scaling either, but the Slimes do scale very nicely off of defense power, so they hit pretty hard when they get upgraded, even though the defense crit damage itself isn't scaling. And then, of course, we couldn't have a Frosty Slime experiment without some Frosty. So here is my Frosty Apprentice. Still, as you see, haven't been able to get a decent 50% Frosty Power Chilling Touch. I've gotten a bunch of 50% ones now, but none of them with the correct stats or passives. Of course, I wanted Frosty Power, Defense Power, and then Snowstorm on it as well. So this 48% has been getting the job done for me. And just a quick look at the other bits of gear. And there we go. So let's go ahead and get started and build it out. Now, first thing, I'm not even sure if this is going to reach, but I'm going to try just putting one tree down, basically. And the only place I can think of that would be decent to put it is maybe like right here. And that's actually going to make it a little bit of a magnet for flyers, really from both lanes, but we're going to go with it anyway. Now, of course, you fully upgrade your trees with just 100 DU, so I'm going to go ahead and spend that 100 DU to get that area of effect really, really wide on the old trees there. Let's see, let's hop over, let's do some walls next, I guess. Or, you know what, let's do Frosties first. We're going to go ahead and throw one Frosty right here for this lane. One right here for this lane. And then for this far lane, we're going to go way back, right on the lip here. Right about there. And then now that we got our Frosties in place, it's time to look at some walls. Now, where do we want to go? I'm thinking, that's a little bit far up. Let's go like right there on that side. We'll go right about here on this side. And then on this side, we're actually going to go a little bit further up. Maybe like something like that. Alright, so that's going to leave us, what? We got 390 DU left. Which is, what, 130 per lane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 120 per lane on some slimes. Just going to spam them down. They, of course, have got a very nice area that they roam to, so not overly concerned with exactly where they're placed. Just kind of throwing them down. And then same thing here, 3 slimes. That World Tree, once you upgrade it, and being the inexpensive upgrade cost, makes it a little less painful to have to place it down. I know a lot of people were not very fond of it right out of the gates. But anyway, you can get it pretty wide pretty easily. As you see the line for it, it's going way up over here. So pretty ridiculous range on it. And let's see, we got 30 DU left. I'm thinking we're going to go with a Hornet. Now the Hornets have a pretty nice area that they cover too, as you see the line way out there by that spawn point going. So I'm thinking if I can just throw a Hornet like right here maybe. Somewhere in the middle, and it will, about right there. That's going to cover that entire entrance. How much of it is going to cover over there? And not much. Let's go a little further this way. Or you know what? Let's just put it right here. To hell with it. Let's go like right there. That's going to be fine. And then 500 left. We're definitely going to need some DPS here. I think I'll bring along... Let's bring along the Gun Witch. And what do we want to do here? We're definitely going to need a little wall health, I believe, too. So let's get some ups right there. Of course, the more the merrier on the slime uppage. Not enough to do them all, so I'm going to do these two. And then I'll do 2 over here as well. And leave that last one. So that is it. Now, which one is the hard lane? It looks like this is going to be the explosive lane. So let's just go ahead and start off DPSing over here. Now, one important note, with the only flyer defense we have being Frosties and Hornets, the Slimes will go get the flyer, or the Slimes will not go get the flyers, but the Hornets will. But since we only have the one Hornet there, we're definitely going to have to pay attention to some flyers. And I am assuming this World Tree is going to be just a massive target for quite a few of them. Gotta watch yourself with those little splody bastards, that's for damn sure. It actually looks like it's running pretty smooth so far. Now obviously we haven't gotten into any of the meat of the battle yet, but these other lanes are not really having much of a problem. They're getting the job done. So once we see some tougher mobs come out, we'll see these slimes really get to working there. Man, I tell you, I said it in the live stream the other night, and I'll say it again. If the slimes and the hornets get fixed so that they scale with defense crit, if that's even how they're supposed to be, as you upgrade them, if the defense crit will upgrade as well and scale up, these guys will without a doubt be the flavor of the month. I mean, they are just mean as hell. It's actually getting the job done pretty well. You don't really see the massive impact. You saw that number there. That was 129,000 that slime crit for. I mean, they're getting it done. Here come the little kobolds, so definitely got to keep track of them. Only 35 bads left. Ooh. I took a shot to the face there, and was actually a pretty decent away from him. Or decent distance away from him, pardon me. We're just about there. There's 6 mobs left. Looks like it is good game for wave 1. So, so far, the Frosty Slime experiment is definitely a success. So let's see, we had one we didn't get upgraded over here, and we need more wall health. I'm still really worried about these walls. I need to have more faith in my slimes, I guess. Let's see what we have left over after we up all the walls. There's 800 left, so that's enough to upgrade all of the slimes, but one. We'll have to leave one of them unupgraded. Let's see, which one's the easy lane? This is a tough lane this wave. And we do have some flyers this wave as well. Let's just go like that. We're going to have 11 flyers out of each side. So we're going to have to pay attention to them before, for certain. Luckily, the mini-map is good. The mini-map is great. Trust in your mini-map. I'm sure I'm going to get steamrolled by some of these kobolds here, but... Oh, the kobolds actually went after the slimes. The flyers there, kobold flyers. That was unexpected. That one they went after something. How's the World Tree? The World Tree is actually not taking any damage yet. Maybe I should not turn my back on those little splody flyers, though. That'd probably be for the best. Come on, get me up. Man. Bunch of bads rolling through here. There's a couple more flyers. See if I can get some work to put in on these guys. Very nice. Looking good. Of course, with a build like this, with not much in order as far as flyer defense, you know, you're basically just praying that the Frosty is going to get them and freeze them. But you need to to pretty much focus on killing all those flyers yourself. The flyers will ruin your day, there is no doubt. Not too bad so far, though. I'm liking the concept. I mean, I love the Frosty Traps build back in its meta. And I am really thinking that Frosty, like a Frosty Swarm build. There we go. It has been named the Frosty Swarm. Some of these maps with a little bit more DU, like a Slime Hornet version of the old Frosty Traps build, I think could be ridiculously effective. In fact, I'm going to have to give, since Life Root was like the map to grind back in the heyday of the Frosty Traps, it seems like Malthius, of course it was called Rampart's Incursion then, the Malthius Incursion and the Forest Poacher's Incursion, the Life Root Incursion, those were both kind of the maps everybody was grinding way back when the Frosty was at its greatness. Let's see, I got 700,000 health now, I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, the tree took a tiny bit of damage, but not too much. And I wonder if the Hornet's range gets upgraded. Let me see. Oh, the range doesn't expand. That was a waste. The Hornets don't scale well with defense power. That only raised me up to 2,000 damage per second. That's alright. I've got 1,100 left. Let's see, we got a tough lane over here. Let's get 2 upgrades in there. We'll go ahead and go 2 upgrades right there. And then we got a tough lane here too. We'll go ahead and go 3 upgrades on that side. And that should get us going. Once again, though, it's back to flyer duty. So wave 3 of 7, though, it's going pretty well. I'm really liking what I see. I mean, I played around with on the new map with the Slimes and the Hornets. You guys saw it. I played around with them a little bit on the live stream. They are just really, really ridiculously fun to mess with. And having all those slimes hopping around, oh man. It definitely gives you that Terraria feel. I mean, obviously it was a Terraria crossover is where they came from. But how many times were you playing Terraria and you got swarmed by slimes when playing it the first time on expert mode, and you got your face rolled in by little slimy bastards? That was not very fun. The first time I played Terraria, I did a playthrough of it and thought, oh, you know, I'm just too cool. And then I switched it to expert mode and tried to start another playthrough, and just, it went very bad. Okay, we got some more flyers, and then of course we got that ogre down below. I'm just kind of letting him come. I want to see what these slimes do to him, and they're actually chewing him up pretty good. When they crit, he feels it, because they hit decent anyway. I'm just going to ignore that ogre. I'll watch his health bar here while I'm taking out these other lanes. The slimes have backed off of him a little bit. They're looking at other mobs, so I'll just take him out the rest of the way. They actually did good. The slimes really wrecked it. They did very, very nice. So wave 3 of 5 still. We're getting there. If this, you know, of course, you know, we all know how many times have we all been to wave 4 or 5 and then just got stomped. But this is actually looking really, really smooth so far and effective. So I'm anxious to try out a little Frosty Sliming on some other maps, especially after I get the proper passives. Right now, like I said, I was really focused on Hornets and was not focused on Slimes. In fact, originally I thought my deal was going to be I wanted Hornets and Harpies. And now after seeing exactly what everything does, I'm kind of changing that thought just a little bit. And I'm kind of wanting Slimes more than any of it. Let's see, 1,300 left. How are we looking over here? That wall's still good. Okay, that leaves me 1,000, so we can upgrade 5 of these guys all the way to a full star. We'll just do 1 in the middle, as that lane doesn't look too bad this wave. And then we'll go like something like that. Alright, wave 4 incoming. Here we go. Damn splody flyers. There's just too many damn splody flyers on this map. Woo! I saw that coming. Couldn't jump out of the way in time. You take your hand off the keyboard for just a second and look what happens. Now I got flyers just rolling in the other side. I'm going to have to manually kill these guys before they're going right for the core. That one was anyway. He was not playing. And looks like my flyer emergency has been sated for the moment. There we go. Oh. I didn't see that cobalt coming in, but he dropped. So I'm going to try to burn these. Yeah, there we go. And once again, let's watch these slimes on this ogre here and see how effective they are. His health is definitely dropping quick. I mean, there's big chunks. I'm assuming that's little slime crits. I'm going to take him out just the rest of the way while those slimes pop back up. And we got another ogre over here. He's down. What about buff beamed slimes? I'm going to have to play with that. I wonder if that increases how fast they come out. Because the tooltip is a little misleading on the slimes. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on. You see that rate, 27.78. It's not giving you... I mean, there's no way it only attacks every 27 seconds. So there's definitely something funny going on there, and that's just a rating for certain. Is it the 3 slimes will come out every 27 seconds? Maybe 1 every 9 seconds? That might be a little bit more realistic, but not exactly positive, to be honest. See, we got plenty of green mana here, and it is the final wave. So let's just go ahead and make sure our walls are going to be good. And that's going to leave, what, about 800-ish? Can I milk 800 out of it? Going to be a little bit short. Anyway, that's going to be a couple more upgrades, though. Let's go ahead and get that one done. And we'll get 2 more. How about that guy? And that guy. And that should get it. And where's the boss coming from? Looks like he is coming from this far side, maybe? Or no? We'll see here. Damn splody flyers again, though. Or no, he's coming from the far right. The east side of the map. I'm going to actually ignore old Griblok until I get these flyers down. I think there's another pack too. Yeah, there is. Griblok's getting rolled. Wow. Man, this slime's really put a hurting on him. He dropped down to like half almost instantly. Very, very nice. Alright, we got... Looks like we're having no more flyer emergencies. I better get a repair on that wall, though, just in case. Looking good. One more pack of splody flyers. Got no ice cart to freeze them with. That's unfortunate. They actually dived right into... I think they dived into that slime there. Oh yeah, slime is good, slime is great. And the frosty slime is even better. Now obviously the frosty isn't really kicking in until the packs get all the way down here. And not many of them are getting all the way down here. I guess this front one is probably getting affected more than anything else. This side, however, let's see. 104k, 172. Oh my god! Wow! Frosty raises the attack damage all the way up to 172k. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You know what that's telling me? That's telling me is that although this defense crit scales really well with the slimes, maybe defense power scales better. I think potentially we could have a separate Slimer only in order. I'm going to have to check into that a little bit more. Now, when I tested it just with the SAS points, it appeared like defense crit scaled better. But holy crap, that is a jump in DPS just from one Frosty Tower. Or not DPS, but damage done. But there we go. The Frosty Slime experiment was indeed a success. And let's see what kind of fatness we got in the box. A little splody sword. Splody harpoon sword, maybe? Who'd have guessed? Alright, and there we go. That's not a very good one. It's got that 5% defense crit, which is nice. And the 240% defense power. I'm not really even sure the range on that one. I haven't used it in so long. But defense crit damage. I want defense power on my splodies. So anyway, that will do it for now. Thank you for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe. And that was the Frosty Slime experiment. And it's a success. So anxious to play with these defenses and learn more. Thanks again. We'll see ya.